Well, well, well. Hello there, you. And we are back again. I hope this finds you well. It is Saturday, so we're just doing our thing on a weekend. My toes are absolutely freezing, so that's where we are with that. Honestly, today it's been a good day. It's been a chill day. Um, Most of you would have known already. I fixed up my bike and then I found another problem. It's just very interesting how that comes along. But within any case, it's here, and I welcome any opportunity that puts me in a position where I can bless myself and find out what I'm able to do and what I can do and find out what I cannot. Now, yesterday we talked about a bit too much more than I literally wanted to actually talk about. Today, do I not want to talk about? No, I do not. Do I have a goal? No, I do not. Am I gonna know where this is going? No, I don't. But yeah, sorry guys about the. I don't know if you can see it, but the light is flickering a little bit. I don't know. I might get the. Yeah, do you know what? I tried the same setup as yesterday because when I saw the lighting, it actually looked blessed. It literally looked blessed. Now you're gonna allow me to slide this side. Bam. Bam. Alright, we're gonna try and recreate it. So, I do have a new light bulb. So, I don't know. It's kind of because I've got the light shining in my eyes, so I generally cannot see my face on the camera. But I think that's the close. Guys, not every setup is gonna be the same, so I'm not even gonna try to make it perfect. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be here. You know. I think when I first started, I wanted to talk and just talk without no ambition. I think it's when I was talking to other people, because when it comes to conversation, I generally I can't fathom, not like short-term conversation, but I believe, right, if you let someone talk and let them express themselves, and then you get a turn without no limit, and then another person gets a turn, and then another person gets a turn, I promise you, you'd walk away, even if you feel like that conversation was one of the hardest conversations I've ever had, you will be able to understand them even more. And most importantly, they would be heard, you would be heard. If you meet me on the street, honestly, you would get one word answer, you would get a laughter, you wouldn't get like a genuine conversation. I don't know, I've given up. I can't lie. I love people, but some people just don't have the mental capacity for a conversation. And I mean a genuine conversation. Not what you see in your reality. It's more of a conversation what you have within. Like, when you get an insight to somebody's brain, or they allow you to, you just think like, most people, this is how I view it with other people. Do you know what? Actually, we won't do other people. We'll view it with me. We'll view it with me. This is how I see conversation. You ask me a question. Now it's generally up to me if I want to answer that question or not. Now, if I was watching two other people, they would have no choice but to give an answer. But if you ask me a question, and I will give you an answer, but it will not be the answer that you are expecting, because I generally don't hear people when they talk. I think there's always layers. When people are talking, they never truly talk to you. Same way when you accept someone and just say, hey man, I kind of see what you're doing there, I'm proud of you. But in their life, they're going through some other things, or they could be going up, or maybe they've just waited for so long, they might be able to not feel that presence of what you're trying to put out. I generally do think it's not serious, but if you if you genuinely value conversation, you can understand that you can never have a conversation with someone. A conversation with someone, that means you would have to kind of dissolve what you're thinking, dissolve all your problems are, and step outside yourself to talk to somebody else. I think that's an amazing quality. I've always had that quality from young. I mean, I am the last born, so naturally, when you're growing up, you're looking up, and you don't have too much to say because you're still young. So you kind of have to build other awareness to help you understand what's happening. So even if you wanted to, it's like you don't even have the mental capacity to talk or the right words to use. But when you get older, I've seen a lot of last bonds, right? I've seen a lot of last bonds not truly embody being a last born. Like for me, I love being the last born. The only reason why I can say this is because I did try like be the firstborn. Like I wanted to be the person who everybody can rely on. I did it. And then I wanted to be the first person to do something that the family hasn't done. I did it. I wanted to be able to say something and people can believe it. I did it. But it comes a point when you realize, hey, yo, that position was never mine. It was never my birthright. I'm telling you, like you can stride on. You can always believe in yourself and know where you're going and push forward. I truly believe in that. But what I don't believe in is going against the grains of the nature of who you are. I've fought that for so long. I'm trying to think of an example right now, but nothing is coming to mind. So I'm not stressing. But the general concept of it is, if you always try and strive for something that maybe internally and it's one of your soft beliefs, that you're not able to shake off or understand or be able to truly nurture, so that you'll be able to bless somebody else with it. Now, thank God for my stupidity of going through that. I think that showed me a very valuable lesson when it came to, if I want it, I can get it. That was a beautiful realization. Like, if I want it, I can get it, and I will not and should not depend on anybody else. There is, I don't know, when there is always like a baseline. If you need something done, never look at all you need to get done. I always evaluate everything and then pick out the key points, like the stable, like a building. The building is like a square in it, and that square, there's pillars, and them pillars have a square. So I truly believe, instead of you focusing on the electrics, the windows, the furniture, the people, you would focus on the pillars. The pillars, because those are the most strongest part. Whatever comes next, calm. But if you focus on these pillars, that's what makes the building. Talking about how to bring all of this in, one pillar is actually so much stronger than 4 pillars, because that one pillar can still manage to hold one building. Now you're saying, Joe, I do believe that contradicts your prediction. And I will tell you what type of my prediction is right when I'm talking. There is no natural basis of what I'm talking. There is no proof of what I'm talking. I'm just here to talk. So I would say the reality of it is, one pillar can show you can have 2 pillars. 2 pillars, 4 pillars, 5 pillars. Don't know where that 5 came from, but we'll still take the pillar. If you can do 1, you can do 2. It's a very beautiful analogy, but I myself don't even understand what I'm saying. If I truly ever want to do something, I don't think I can do it now. That was the mindset that I had when I was young. I think it was around like 23, 24. That's the mindset which I had. Like, I want it, I got it, I can get it. I don't need to depend on anyone. So, however, once, like on this day and age, bro, I can't lie, I don't think, it's not even that I want it, I got it, I can have it. It's more of being patient and allowing it. Oh my God. Guys, peeps, people, if I told you, like, since the start of this year, how things have changed so dramatically, you would just say it's just the start of the year. I think you're on some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I can't lie. Damn. Now I'm just peeking what I'm saying. I can't lie. I'm peeking what I'm saying. But the beauty about it is I don't even know. I don't even know. Like some of you. I'm trying to relate it in a way where when you see me online, then I'm trying to fill out the gaps and all that. Um, it is, well, since I've been posting about the bike because I took a very long break. Because January, for me, my belief, I already said this before. January is a relaxing. I think this is also why I'm talking. Because talking is relaxing. As long as you're not complaining. And, mate, chew me out, feed me to the dogs when I am. I can't lie. But complaining, nah. But if you're just talking, just to talk, and just spread some love or spread some insight, spread information. I don't know, something that someone can say, hey man, you know what? I didn't know I need it, but now I got it. I do need it. This morning, I woke up and I went straight to my phone. It's one habit I've always it's one habit I've always tried to kick off. And once I saw my brother, well, when we were sharing rooms, my brother always woke up, went on social media, and then started his day. Jesus Christ. Well, I think he just said what I just said there. My brother, oh, hey, guys, what's all this now? Are you man just coordinating for me to? You know what? You ain't getting me like that, man. You ain't getting it, man. I'm professional now. You get me? I've done 2 videos, and now I got an ego, like an ego, man. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. We'll just kill the light, guys. We'll just kill the light. Hang on now. Hang on. We are trying. Oh, guys, I don't know the lighting, man. I like that one that changes, though, still. I wonder, what is your favorite color? Is this the one? My favorite color is red. Like, you can't tell, like, the amount of things I've got, the amount of things I've got red would make you feel disgusting. Like, if I could make the world, oh, is this it? We found it. So it starts with the purple thing. Yeah, so my favorite color is red. Red is, I need red on me. Like I truly need red on me. But when I say I need red on me, it's more of the belief of the redness. Because red on a natural scale is love. I would also say red means death. Because the blood spilling, the blood that's in your veins. I would say red is life. That pumping of the energy source really gives you that lifeless, keeps your body going. And then I would also say red is obviously dangerous because of the bull. The bull sees red and ratatata goes for it. And then I would also say with red, danger. You go on the crossing line, hey, stop. Cars are going by. It's dangerous, man. So just take time. within any case, like in the near future, guys, if you just see me wearing red, like, I can't lie, the headphones themselves, they they just came with a kit. But I was buzzing when I saw it was red. Like, I was buzzing. Um, I got my red trousers on. I don't know if I was wearing this yesterday, but I've got some black joggers underneath, but it was just a bit cold, so I just put this on top. I was on the bike, so that's just that comfort. But yeah, I there's no way you can ever tell me, unless it's like a spider or a snake. I think that's one of the few animals that don't have red within the blood, like it's a different color. But near enough, all living species have red blood pumping through them. Unless it's a frog, I'm not sure about an octopus, because that has camouflage. So I don't know if it's just on top of the skin or it's natural through. Because some frogs are see-through, and that's how they protect themselves. So I think also with a frog, I don't know. It's a mate. It's a very weird concept, that one is. Yeah. Eh. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna try and. Guys, I'm stressing out over here. I can't lie. Stuff a lot. I'm not, guys. You know what? Even when they turn the camera off, I am not even gonna try and get this set up right. When I turned. Let me just calm down. When I turn this camera off, I'll literally just jump in bed. That's what we were talking about. Scrolling, waking up. What was the point of that conversation, eh? But you see, this is why I actually do say, when you're talking to someone, just give them natural time. Because when you talk to someone, there's like a script. Everybody has a script. Everybody has a script that they love, hate, good times, bad times, and when you're panicking, up, down, not feeling okay, and only the closest people to you will be able to tell, like, nah, you're not okay. So if you ever just want to give somebody a time of day, you should generally just give them time. Now, if you think even though I'm spitting all of this, and somebody would come up to me and say, hey, I want to talk to you, and I said to them, oh, what about? And then they proceed to tell me what they say, and I will say to them, well, no, I don't think that. And then you would think, well, you haven't given that opportunity. I wouldn't give someone an opportunity if I can see from the words and the beliefs and how they're saying them that they're not meaning what they're saying, and they're not saying what they're meaning. There is something like, look, guys, when you go in the shop and you ask somebody that is working on the till or is just on the aisle, and you say, hey, excuse me, do you know what this is? Somebody will just pop up and be like, oh yeah, I can show you. Some of them's like, oh, I'm very sorry, I'm new, but I can't find out. Or give me a minute, let me ask my colleague. All them three have more confidence, whether they knew it, whether they did knew it, or they were just a bit unsure. You can feel it, you know. you can feel like they're not wasting your time, they're truly trying. Now, if you ask somebody on the streets for directions and they told you, oh, I'm not from here, but where you trying to go, you would look at them like, why? I am in the same situation as you right now. You know where you're going. I don't. You've never been in the place where you're going. I've never been in the place where I'm going. So why don't you just allow me to walk off and then I can find somebody else? That's me. Like, if you come up to me and you start talking and I see in your eyes, my chest, my body's telling me like, bruv, you're chatting right now. It's just a lot You just and I'm saying this because people actually think people generally do think that I don't listen to them. Like I do. I generally do. But since I'm young, I've used my eyesight and I've used patterns and recognition to find out why. Because I didn't have the answers and I didn't have the questions for the answers. And also, I just didn't know how. That is the basis facts. Like, you can see somebody else doing it, and then when you try and do it, it doesn't work. So I couldn't fathom that. So I had to go within. Now, the conversations which I have with people, honestly, you if you ever met me and I don't know you, I'd be a little bit confused. I'm talking to this if you came in and you said, hey, I've seen you on social media and I like what you're talking, I would be taken back. Because you have to understand, like, after this shuts off, this is normal for me now. Just talking. I'm just talking. So I would just probably, man, I am kind of packaged, so I'll probably go get some food. Saturday, have a little bit more to drink, and then call it a day. That's me. That's what I've done today. But if he came up to me on the street, I'd be a little bit taken back. People do say I talk a lot, but I don't say nothing. But I've got something to say. So if he came up, I'd be like, I would be so taken back. And it's one of them things that even today now, I had a co-worker that came up to me and just said, well, you're very fine. I looked at her and I was like, I don't know how to accept that. I generally don't. Like, I don't know how to accept like positivity. I ain't gonna lie. I I truly, like, in my head, there's so much love, so much respect, so much loyalty to myself. But I truly do believe when somebody else comes in and says that, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to say that I know. I don't want to say thank you because I don't know where that's coming from. It could be lust. It could be you trying to get one up on me. It could be you trying to get one up on your friends. It could be you just going back and saying something to your friends. Like, I don't know. So that's why I don't I don't accept it. Do you get me? Like, I have a old friend. I meet this guy. We just bully each other. And not once ever have I even felt like I was bullied. You know what I mean? There's certain times when you like, you feel like a little bitch, innit? Because like, you value them, you love them, so you don't want to go down that road. But then he reminds you, like, bro, I I want to swear, but we're trying to keep it PG over here. Um, but yeah, I really do value him. So yeah, like when it comes to positivity things, I don't really. I'm a like if you so I'm a very positive guy, like really positive, like to the point where you think like, who the fuck do you think you are? I truly do lean on positive, and there is downsides and good sides, but ah yes, that's what we are. Positivity, not positivity. If you met me on the street, yeah, I'll be a little bit taken back, and then I would try and catch myself, and then I would probably laugh because that's always my go-to. I just laugh or smile, and then I would say, "Ah, yeah, that, yeah, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Thank you very much." So thank you very much for watching. Um, I have had people like in the past just come up to me. Well, I think it was with my music, and then with the talks that I had before, but mainly music. And people just came up and said, "Yeah, well, one, I like your music and all that." I never knew how to take it. All I would say, "Yeah, yeah, man, yeah, yeah. Um, I hope you're good though." Like I would try and dip the conversation and not acknowledge him say that because it's too much sometimes. And you know what? That's why I kind of feel that's how people feel about me. Like I'm too positive. Rah. Guys, right there. Wow. Right there. That's when I've just clocked that. That's peak. That's peak. Mm. Mm. Do you know, I'm trying to think it in a way like if you're too positive, like with the people around you, wow, now that's a mad one though. Still, I can't handle positivity, but I can put it out. Wow. Okay, guys, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I can't handle positivity, but I can put it out. Hey, maybe it's one of them things like you can't have your cake and eat it. It's one of them. I don't know. I think it's also the life choices that I've made as well, leading up, leading up, and because you always have a choice, no matter what, you always have a choice. A choice is always made, regardless of what you do. If I truly, excuse me, if I truly believe I have no choice. That is the perfect chance when I realize I have a new beginning. That means there's nothing holding me back or forward or to the side. If I have no choice, guys, you have to remember it's like when you decide to walk somewhere and you turn around and you can't walk back. You want to, but you can't. You look forward, it's far. It's like one of the moments. So you always have a choice. If I give you an analogy, right? I give you an analogy, right? There was one time I wanted just to walk. I didn't know where. I didn't know how. And this is what I was talking about. Um, just in that bad era, I decided to leave the house with no keys, no wallet. Like I just put some shoes in and just walk. Guys, don't ask me why. Shut up. Don't ask me why. Don't even try and imagine why. Just go to La La Land right now. I'm telling you right now. Because if it made sense, yeah. If it made sense, I would be able to explain it even much easier. But unfortunately, it does not. So, walked out. I went to the train station, bearing in mind, bearing in mind, this was still COVID times, and didn't have a mask. I went to the train station. As I got on the train station, right, there was a lady shouting at me, "You need a mask. You need a mask. You can't come in here without a mask. You have to have a mask." And this is why I say, like, when it comes to God, there's weird ways of it working. There's truly weird ways of it working. So this lady says, "I'm gonna go get the police." The train, as soon as she says that, the train opens up. I get on. Okay. I've got like a leather jacket on. I've got my hands in my pockets. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm just gonna say I was not looking like I was looking like a crack egg. I was looking like a crack egg. Alright? So man was still fly though, man. I can't lie. I was fully kitted out. I had some Jordans. I mean Jordan wear. I had some Adidas crepes. Like I was fresh, but if you look to me, you will just know I'm not right in the head. You get me? I'm just not. I'm just not all the way there. So I get on, and I'm in first class because I stood away from people. That way I didn't have to conversate with people. So I stood away from people. I get on, my hands in my pocket. I think it's the conductor. The conductor comes up and says to me, "Hey, do you have a ticket to be on first class?" Now, bearing in mind these times, guys, like I was saying to you before, I've shut off everything in my body. Like, I'm not feeling anything. So I'm just seeing someone talking, but I'm not acknowledging them talk. All I know is just I'm moving. I need to get somewhere. The train driver Oh, when I blinked, the light just got very bright. The train driver came out. He started walking towards me, and then he said, "You alright there, mate? Do you have a ticket to be here?" And then the conductor said, "I don't know, he just hasn't said anything. I've asked him plenty of times, but he's just not saying anything." And then he said, the train driver said, I cannot go close to him because he has his hands in his pocket. I don't know what he has in there. Best hope to the conductor, the train driver, for clocking that. But as I sit down, the police car pulls up, guys. I see this big man thing in scab. I'm like, rah, fam. Fam, I wasn't shook, innit? I wasn't. I was just okay. I was okay. Like, I don't know how to explain it now, because there was no emotions happening. It was just watching. So as the policeman pulls out, the train says, "Oh, we're about to set off." The policeman comes into the train station, the doors close, and we're gone. Now I'm sat there and I'm thinking, wow, what lovely scenery. I get to the next stop, and this is where I genuinely don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. I want the train driver says, if you would like to stop off at this point, and then on the side of that they said, the person who's on the first class, if you like to get off this stage, you still can. Fam, I ran, because the doors were not opening on first class, because nobody was meant to be on first class. So I ran the whole way. Bah, 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 bah. Guys, are you just... So I'm running throughout the train station. The train. I get to the door, right? And just beforehand, I bang my leg on one of the seats. I bang it. I get up. I get off the train. My first thought was, I need to get out of the train station. I get out of the train station, but I jump a fence. I jump a fence and go into a supermarket car park. Now, I don't know. If this made sense, it would make sense. But till this day, I don't know why. You can blame it on the drugs, or anything. But I generally do believe there's no way something can happen like that. Yeah. But the main thing why I'm saying this is just the action. If I want it, I can get it. I don't need to rely on anybody else. I jump over. I'm in the supermarket car park now. I want to go see a friend. I walk in. Bearing in mind, I have not called, I have not texted. It's been some months. And this time is summertime, so the doors are open, innit? So I walk in. Say hi. It was just shocking. They were shocked to see me. I didn't even clock that they were shocked. All I knew is just I wanted to see them. So I go back and I decided, okay, I've seen them. I want to move on now. So then I just left. They went upstairs to get something, and then I just jumped out. I just left. So at this point, this is when I was like, and I was just saying, like, if you want to do, Guys, give me a minute. I want to have a vape. I've had this vape on my hand for so long. I'm trying. I'm trying. I thank you for your patience. Um, so yeah, I truly, God damn, I forgot where I was. I forgot where I was. Where was I? I was at the friend's house. So yeah, I decided I want to walk. As I'm walking, I didn't tell my friend I was saying goodbye. I just went. Now this is the point of the main story, right? As I was walking, I decided I want to go somewhere. The place where I want to go to from where I was at was 22 miles. Now the weather was okay. I had the clothes. Last time I ate, I don't know. But I knew I just had to get to this point. So I started walking. And the walk was not pleasant. What my headspace, I don't know where it was. I don't know where it was. I can't lie. I start walking. Now I am on the A-way. And I'm walking. Cars going by 70 miles per hour. Rollies, pickup trucks. I'm seeing them. And it's getting me vexed because I'm not quick enough because I've only got two legs. So I decided to take a shortcut. Because if you know the road, you know some of the shortcuts. So I start taking shortcuts. At this point I am walking through farmers' fields and I'm muddied up. Luckily it was just dry mud, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a mad, soggy, damp. Everything was dry, but it was just a bit of dirt here and there. I'm walking, and then I get back on the airway, and then I see a boat. Somebody's pulling the boat. So I jump on the boat, and because it was traffic building up, I jump on the boat, and I can't lie. The amount of miles, I think I was on there for like 3 to 4 minutes. But the amount of miles that took me was such a blessing. Was such a blessing. So, but unfortunately, there was a lorry driver who was watching, literally behind the boat. I was looking at him, he was looking at me, and I was just like, now when I think about it, I was just like, why don't you just stay in your thing? Because it's got nothing to do with you. But that's a good Samaritan, you know, because you can't really have anybody on the boat whilst you're driving and towing. That means the driver would have been busted. So respect to him. At that time, all I knew, if I can get even just a few inches a bit further than I can, I'm taking it, regardless of what the consequences are. So I started, no, I sat there, and then we got into a traffic. So as we got into a traffic again, the lorry driver came out of his van, told the driver, but as he passed me, as I went out of his view, I just jumped out and I started walking. He was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" So, and then I was just walking. The driver didn't realize it was me. The lorry driver was just dumbfounded. So everything went back around, and it was a blessing. So I'm walking now again, and I think it's around 6 now. I'm guessing. I don't have a watch. The phone which I had, I left at the friend's house, so I'm just completely dark. SOS, nothing. So I'm walking, and it's you know it's it's one of them beautiful times when you just get to appreciate nature. So I'm walking through this field, and I'm so in my head of getting to this place. I'm so in my head. And then a deer out of nowhere jumps up. So if I'm here, the deer is here, and there's like a fence. The deer jumps over the fence, looks at me, and then just pops off. And now, as I think about it, I'm just like, wow. Like, it's one of them moments where I should just stop and be like, wow, that was a beautiful thing. I'm on my journey to get to my place, but I'm still being able to be blessed with some significant, absolute beautiful animal that can come bless me on my way. I looked at it, the first thing which I thought, it's me and you. Like, if you come at me, I'm coming at you. Like, I don't know, it was just more of an instinct thing. Well, this deer, because they are strong, don't get me wrong. They might look skinny, but the power of the animal is such an amazing strength. But I just saw it, had that thought. The deer kept going that way, I kept going forward. Now, this is the craziest part. I walked so much, and it was getting dark, so I decided to take a sleep. Now, I know you're thinking, well, Joel, you're sleeping on the side of the road. You're sleeping in a farmer's barn or something. Nope. The consequences of this happening, guys. And I'm telling you, when I wanted to sleep, it was just there. Like, I just wanted to sleep now, here and now. Tell me why. You know them bushes, right? Like, guys, just be sensible, right? But this is the best way I can describe it. You know them bushes where you can grab it and then you can wiggle it, and everything just wiggles. Like, my best way of describing that. Hedge. Thank you very much. Much better word. Hedge. So I slept on a hedge, and I'm not too sure. If I had to guess, I think it was like. I think it was. Do you know what? I don't know. I can't lie. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I woke up, and I kept walking just straight. I just kept walking straight. And then I got to this farmer's place. I went into his barn. Guys, you have to understand, my brain didn't care about laws, governs, nothing. I just knew if I'm here, I need to get what I need to get. So I literally went to the farmer's, and I tried to look somewhere comfortable to sleep. It was nothing. He had this big tractors. Then he had like the farm equipment, and I was looking. I was just like, I was so amazed. I was like, like, what? So after that, I'm looking around, and you know what I see? I see the town tallest pillar where I'm walking to. And I realized, God damn, I've walked too far. So I have passed the initial place where I needed to go to. Did I understand? No. But I knew I saw it, so I started walking towards it. There were ditches, there were rivers, there were hedges, but I didn't want to use a road because that's when I came off the field. I started going straight on and just following the road, and the road, that's when I just went too far out. Now, when I actually got to the city, guys, oh my God, when I got to the city, I said to myself, let me just lie down. I just want to lie down. That's all I need to do. That's all I want. That's all it is. I just want to lie down. As I'm lying down, I'm like, yeah, I've got where I needed to get to. I'm okay. I'm fine. So, I open up my eyes and there's a lady just asking if I'm okay. I don't even acknowledge her. I don't acknowledge her. I just go back to sleeping. I open my eyes again. The ambulance is there. They're putting me on a stretcher and they're putting me into, I don't know if you call it a van. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I don't know if you call it a van. But they put me in the back of the vehicle. And they put me at the back of the vehicle. And as soon as I realized there were straps on me, I was like, I can break him. I'm a big man. I just try and break him. So I'm like, I can't break him. And guys, I can't, like, till this day, I still don't know what really happened. I don't know if I passed out, because then I remember waking up and there was somebody who was familiar to me at the hospital, was working at that hospital, and I was able to ask him some questions about what happened. But this was a long time ago. Yeah, still in 2020. I can't lie. Stuff a lot. So I don't know really happened within the hospital, but I knew they took me out, and one of the things that they came along with, I'm not mentally stable. Like I was not okay to be in society realms. So I was a threat to society at that point. All I'm saying here, if I I don't, guys, I know this is gonna sound a bit crazy, but if I could do it again, I would have somebody who's deeply emotionally with me, and then just focus on one goal. Because the amount of stress and the amount of yard that I covered with that mindset, please don't get me wrong, I wouldn't do it again. But I do have to evaluate that and appreciate that experience, because it was absolutely unrecognizable to me. So as I'm coming off, the hospital, and now I'm walking home. I think they had a police car follow me because they stopped me and then asked me, "Hey Joe, where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." But this time because I was thinking into myself, because I had a bit of like I've walked to my destination. You know what I mean? Hospital patted me up and that, and then now I'm good. I'm gonna go home. So then I had like this pause talking to this officer, like, guys, in my position, I would never do that to an officer, but that mindset, that man, oh, he was like, and what? So I walk home. The police are packed where my dad normally parks. So I'm like, rah, that's a big peak, innit? And then after that, I walked over. I asked my father if he could give me a lift to back home. He was going on duty at this time, and I still had the hospital garments on. So my father opened his car. I jumped on the back seat. He said he couldn't, and then he had to go back inside to get something. Now, this I took his car, and I literally, guys, when I'm telling you, my mind won't right. I do you know? I think even when I say my mind ain't right, I don't think I'm telling you. I think I'm telling myself. I feel so. Dang, I don't even know how I feel about that. To be fair, now I had so much emotions before, but obviously when you sit with yourself and you go through yourself, it's kind of like if you can say it out loud, you don't hold any resentment to it. But maybe in some point in another video, I'll be able to. It'll just come out as a blessing. But yeah, I I took the car and I was revving it everywhere, and I was trying to get to the destination where I first started. And these times I've watched. Oh wow! Oh, no. Yeah, so these times I've watched Lewis Hampton, and I thought I was Lewis Hampton, so I wait for the bad man overtake. And for those of you who don't know what a bad man overtake is, it's when it just looks a bit too tight to make it out. And man like him thought he was Lewis Hamilton. The car handles the same, got the hands same, the same little mindset. So I pulled out, stepped on it, but as I pulled in, the car went sideways, and then I literally, it was like on the curb. So if this, okay, let's say this is the curb, right? And hang on. If I'm on this side, right, we've gone over to, but guys, I can't do the demonstration. But anyways, the tire hits on the curve. I spin 2 or 3 times. Guys, I didn't even acknowledge the crash. I just got out of the car. The police were still following me. Still. So I saw somebody else's car and I tried to get into the back the back seat. Because to me, in my head, I'm like, well, they're going to my destination. Why would they not bring me there? But the delusional in the head was serious. It was just pure serious. So as I'm trying to open this door, that car speeds off, and then I'm like, rah. I turn around, I see the police, and he's like, "Is your name Joe?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then they don't say like, "Hey, yo, you're arrested," and all that. I just turn around, I put my hands behind my back, and then they just take me. Like I just kind of know. Like there's no like, there's none of that. It's just, it is what it is. It happened how it happened, and I'll take it. I'll take the consequences. So I take these consequences, right? So they take me back to the hospital. They give me a brain scan. They realize that my drinking level and my smoking level is off the charts. So, bearing in bearing in mind, I think I'm not too sure on the days, right, guys? But I would have to say on a similar day or on the same day, I've just been deemed not mentally stable to be in society. And man like me's just done all that, and then I'm back on the same hospital. So that's when they put me in like a mental institute, and I'm there like, rah, why have you died? Are you dying because you have no... Alright guys, I'm not even gonna... Boom, boom, hey yo guys, I didn't realize it was over an hour and that. I think I'm just gonna call it quits here. I didn't realize, you know, when you're just talking, you're talking, innit? Yeah, I think I'll end it off here. Hello, you.